All right, everybody, welcome in. Let's tap into ancestor energy for the collective today. Deep breath, everybody. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome in. Hello, hello. You are very welcome to join this amazing collective. Thank you guys so much. We just passed the 400,000 subscriber mark, so much appreciated. And a lot of you guys are brand new to the channel. So let's see what the ancestors have to say to us. Some of you may resonate with this whole reading. Some of you may just resonate with pieces of it. In the extended, I will talk a little bit more about the astrology of April, but let's just see where the reading goes before I commit to that. So, let's see what's going on. I have posted all the readings for each zodiac sign for April, so on the channel, so you can just go to check videos and you'll see them all there. Okay. You contain the entire universe encoded within you. I don't know if you know that. Here we go. Present and accounted for. Mom. Okay, Mom. Your 11-year-old self. A little British accent there. Present and accounted for, Mom. All right, your 11-year-old self. And say yes to your open door. So new opportunities coming in. Some of you are remembering who you are. Some of you are remembering past lives, maybe in dreams. There's going to be some new opportunities coming in. Wow. I just feel this rush of information and energy. I have been looking a lot at Jupiter today in my astrology group. I am talking about Jupiter. By the time you see this reading, I will be talking about Jupiter in your birth chart and what that means. I have Jupiter retrograde in my birth chart, so I'm also going to talk about that. And what you can expect. Jupiter is going to be moving from Gemini, where it's kind of weak, moving into exalted Cancer this summer in June, or this spring. It's going to move into Cancer, and that is exalted energy. So Jupiter really expanding, really, wherever you have Cancerian energy in your chart, that will be the part of your life that's impacted. So if you have questions, you can always jump into my astrology group. I just saw the death card. So ancestors, let's see where you're going here. There is something here about going into a level of creativity that we find only when we're kids, which is super awesome. It's like really fun and joyful, expansive energy, very Jupiterian. So I'm not surprised that that's there. Wow. Okay. The devil card underneath, 8 of Swords, which is kind of just like the lower octave of this devil energy. Kind of feeling trapped. But it's only in your mind that you're feeling trapped. The 2 of Wands, the Hierophant card, and here's the Death card again. All right. So there is a choice coming up, and I feel like the ancestors are trying to get you to position yourself well. Wow, that seems very formal. Yeah, there's something very formal about this, like it needs a formal process, either to get out of this situation, maybe a divorce or something like that. It needs you to make a commitment and make a choice, because this is going to be kind of a long-term project, but there's opportunity coming in. And I remember what I said about being positioned well for this opportunity. So you got to get out of this first. It cannot overlap. And a lot of the energy of Pisces that I have been talking about has been about things overlapping and things starting before endings and all of that. And I'm just going to say to you that as we move from Aries time into Taurus time, we've got Taurus and Scorpio here. So there's going to need to be a risk that you take in order to do this. And part of the risk is you've got to end this other situation. You can't have any raggedy commitments you know, the edges, raggedy edges of commitment. So there needs to be a completion, full on completion. You're showing up as the Page of Wands. I love that. That's very excited energy, kind of like this 11-year-old self. So I'm really seeing like a rebirth of you, or a kid in a candy store feel. Like wow, I'm finally out of this difficult time. It doesn't really have to. I just get the message from whoever I'm talking to right now. You should know that this might not be. This is a chapter that's closing. So tie it up tight. Don't leave anything hanging out there. Okay? So, I mean, it doesn't have to be like a divorce or anything that big, but it can be a way of doing your life. And so if you have been kind of raggedy about things, or kind of leaving things hanging with people, we've just had a whole ton of energy in Pisces. We still have some things in Pisces. Neptune's moved into Aries. We are going to have Venus coming back into Aries. We're going to have Mercury coming back into Aries. The North Node's still in Pisces, so there's a spiritual reason for this. But there does feel to me like, actually, this can be, wow, this is kind of, this is really big picture. So this is the energy when Pluto was in Capricorn, and we had Pluto move into Aquarius in November of 2024. So this new chapter started then, but there's still some raggedy stuff from Pluto in Capricorn. So anything, remember what I've said about this whole time period, about anything that was started based on fear since November is going to get ripped up, because we had Mars in retrograde since October. So anything started in fear, that's what I mean about the raggedy edges of something. Anything that was hastily begun, started in kind of a haphazard way, or there was some overlap with another situation. Like things are coming to a close, and it's going to be very hospital corners kind of close in Taurus energy. So make sure that you have everything tightened up by then. Taurus starts May 20th, 21st. I'm sorry, April 21st, and goes into May. And this is like the moment in time when the new chapter begins. So anything that you see is wrapping up for you, you should wrap it up tight. Okay, enough said on that. I think you understand where I'm going with that. So the Page of Wands, and then here's the Empress card. That's the situation. So that is about our values. This is about being excited. And this could be about new love too coming in, because this is Venus energy. I feel like this is the divine feminine being excited. I'm going to do a twin flame reading. I haven't done one in a while. I'll do one tomorrow. Moon right around the April 12th. New moon in, oh, hold on, I'll look at that in a second here. Ace of Wands, new ideas coming in. So get ready. Some of you want to wrap up a business deal, or wrap up a job, or wrap up it's going to be a very bright line of demarcation, and it has to be for some reason. Maybe a legal reason. Like if you're going to go to work for a competitor, you need to cut ties with the previous. Okay. If you're going to start your own business, you need to cut ties with a partner so they're not part of your new thing, because it's going to be very successful. All right. So how we get here? Healing energy of this mindset that has kept you stuck for a long time. King of Wands. So if this is a relationship kind of thing, get out of the first one. Hi, Maisie. Get out of the first one. Tie it up tight. Lock it down. You're getting a new relation. You're starting this healing, or you're doing healing right now as you're tying this up, because there's a King of Wands coming in. Recent past, Queen of Wands. Nice. That feels good to me. The Seven of Wands, learned boundaries, good for you. Page of Cups, there's an apology coming in. Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups. I feel like this person who's bringing the apology is afraid you're going to be mad at them. This is hopes and fears. This is your King of Wands coming in. A healed masculine. They're afraid you're going to be mad at them. Maybe they've tied down something tight. They've finished, they've ended a relationship. They're ready for something exciting. You're emitting this exciting energy. And I mean exciting, like really creative, really transcendent, really expansive, really abundant. This really beautiful, healed, creative energy here. This is somebody from the past. Magician, Chariot, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody from a past work situation, or you were going to be working with them. There's a new opportunity for this. You've manifested this person in. You've manifested them healed. A healed masculine. Wow. So right when I shut that off, it was 11:11. Okay. So maybe there is some kind of twin flame connection here that shut that video off. I wanted to make sure I had my book here to look at the April 12th moon, which is Libra. It's a full moon in Libra. So that can be like the Libra's about relationship. And so it's at 23 degrees of Libra. And wherever you have that in your chart is going to indicate some part of your life that will be impacted by this full moon. Full moons are about closure. Okay. So some of you will be ending a relationship in preparation for something else. I'm kind of getting the energy that some of you have not fully closed this off because the new relationship, it's like I don't want to be alone. That's the thing to heal. Like, I don't want to close this old relationship off until the new person shows up. But you do. You do. You need to step into this new creative chapter. I feel like this is about abundance, about a lot of different things, not just love. I am getting the sense of this King of Wands here being this new person coming in, but a healed masculine. But it can also be the healed masculine inside of you that says, I'm ready to take some kind of action. Now, Mars is going to move into Cancer. Mars is in Cancer. Mars. Okay. Mars is going to move into Leo, and this is Leo energy. All right. So the healed masculine will be taking action on something. And I feel like it's not, well, I don't know, traditional. Well, maybe because this is Taurus, but it's like legit tangible. Okay? Tangible. And I feel like this person or this opportunity hasn't come around because this wasn't done. This healing wasn't done too. And maybe there was something tangible needed to be created by this person before they could come and see you, before they could make some kind of offer to you. Okay, so say yes to your open door. Very lovely here. I feel like this person or this opportunity is concerned about your reaction to this because there is an apology here. And it's possible that if this is a career opportunity, that it might be something that faded out last year. If you are ripping up some kind of career opportunity now that you started after October, there's a reason for it. It's because something better is coming in. So don't be so concerned about losing a job right now or whatever, because I feel like there's a partnership coming in. I'm getting this Eight of Pentacles over here. Eight of Pentacles, Chariot, Magician, Mercury. We've got the moon here again, but this is Cancerian energy. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Okay, so these are clarifying this outcome card of Six of Cups. If you take my tarot class, we talk about how to make story in the, with a tarot reading. And I'm feeling like this is a very, very solid story. This is a very straightforward kind of thing. Get your act together, get the healing done, make the transformation in your life, say yes to this open door. And you're saying yes before this person really comes in. Okay? Because they're somehow afraid you're going to be mad at them or something like that. So what's this apology about? What are they going to say? Tower. Sudden information, King of Pentacles, High Priestess, Six of Cups. This person is going to talk about it's possible they got some kind of windfall, some kind of money, or some kind of money has been solidly put in their bank account, or something has happened that they now can make a tangible offer to you. Maybe they couldn't before. And High Priestess is here. I honestly feel like this could be a twin flame energy, or this definitely is a spiritual soulmate partner. Page of Swords, a message coming in. Seven of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the story here. There's the Empress. I'm getting this person is winner, winner, chicken dinner. Look at that. Nine of Pentacles. This person is single now. What they're going to tell you is that they were very confused about how to handle life. Maybe you guys had a falling out or something like that. And sometime, I believe this has to do with Mars. Okay. And I feel like that time period, now Mars is in Cancer. It's going to be moving into Leo. Oh, please. Moving into Leo on the 17th of April. So we have this Libra full moon happening on the 12th of April. At the same day, you're going to have Venus going direct. It's going to stand still for a while, and Venus is going to be sitting right on Saturn for a little while, maybe a week, because Venus, it takes a while for those planets to kind of get moving. So Venus conjunct the sun, Venus conjunct Saturn is going to be happening. Venus conjunct Saturn on the 24th. So that's like a full week later. So by the end of April, by the end of this month, Venus conjunct Saturn, I don't mind that. I feel like that's about creating something tangible. Remember what I said to you about the ending of something needing to be tied up, because there's a tangible offer here. Financial offer, love offer, something, but it's for real. And this person has learned their lesson, or this person has learned a lot. Okay, maybe they've healed their inner masculine, the healing part here. Maybe you've done some work on that as well. And this person is coming in victorious. This is also victory energy, this Chariot energy. This person is not a cocky pain in the ass. So don't get the wrong idea that they think they've won you over, or they've whatever. I know somebody made a comment about like winning people. We don't win people. And I was just like, okay, it's not what I'm talking about. All right. That's not what I'm not talking about, like owning a person. Settle down. Okay. What I am talking about is someone feeling like a winner because they're ready to ask for you to be in relationship to them, or asking for you to be working with them, or something, or both, or something like that. They feel like a winner because of that. Okay. We're straight. Yeah. All right. So the Seven of Wands here is about boundaries. I feel like you have been blocking this opportunity for good reason. I feel like there's something here about not finished. Something is not finished. And let me ask about those boundaries. And I some of you, that's part of your healing. Okay. So Justice. Oh, there it is. Justice, Three of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Yeah. There's love and money connecting here. So much Venus energy. And I like that Venus conjunct Saturn, because it says, when you look at someone's birth chart or synastry chart between two people, Saturn does show the lessons, but it also shows longevity. Like how long this person is going to be in your life. And Pentacles are a lot of years. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is a long-term commitment. And I feel like this person might have friend zoned you, or you might have felt that this person wasn't serious about you, or maybe this job offer wasn't a serious thing because they had this other commitment that they needed to finish. Now, if this is you, I'm saying to you that tying up loose ends is going to be critical to you really harnessing the energy of Venus conjunct Saturn, this new moon in Libra, all of that stuff. So I've essentially told you a lot of the astrology. So I want to continue on with this storyline. I want to look at what you don't see coming. I'm going to look at any kind of blocks you need to deal with right now. I'm going to get this person's story, okay? Whether it's a job or a love partner or both. It does feel like both here because this is like 3 of Cups, celebration, 2 of Cups, and then the 3 of Pentacles. There's like and the Justice card. Now, justice can be marriage. Justice can also be a contract of some kind. 7th house. And 7th house is naturally ruled by Libra. So Libra has to do with our connections to another person. It's about the we as opposed to the me, which is Aries, the opposite sign. If you start thinking about signs as opposites, we've got Taurus and Scorpio over here. That's about risk and security. Aries and Libra are about the we, Libra, versus the me, Aries. So I'll talk more about that too. We've got a lot of energy in Aries coming up, and that is action energy. Aries is about taking action. All right. So link is below if you want to go deeper. I'll see you over there.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.